Hello YouTube, Mark here with another episode of The Geo Show, brought to you today by The Geo Scholar. The megacity is a metropolitan area with at least 10 million people. That concept in urban geography is well known. There is another concept that is not well known, the Gigacity. No, the Gigacity does not have 1,000,000 gigabytes. Gigacity is a metropolitan area with at least 100 million people. The reason you don't hear about gigacities is because gigacities don't exist. There are no megacities with 100 million people. However, if one were to exist, there are two nations that would be the most likely to have them, China and India. Those nations have at least 1 billion people within their borders, and there are so many cities in those countries in excess of 1 million people. In 2014, the Chinese government proposed creating a gigacity out of Beijing, Tianjin, and the province of Hebei. That capital region in northeast China, around Bohai Bay, that would create the first gigacity in the world. Now, there is a lot that has to be thought about. For instance, how do you integrate all of the transportation systems? How do you create a new one where you can adequately serve such a large area and a large number of people? How do you make it efficient? How do you handle the infrastructure? Those are questions that need to be asked. And that is a concept to look at in the future as more and more people decide to live in the cities. In China, that trend has been taking place for years. More and more people have been moving to the cities for work, moving to the cities for education. The growth has been in the cities. And that is something to look very closely at. Same with India. More and more people are moving to the cities for work. So the gigacity is not something that is far off. There is a possibility of that happening. The question is, how do we handle that happening? What do we do for the infrastructure? What happens with the economy and just having 100 million people in a large metropolitan area like that? Because currently there are no metropolitan areas with 100 million people. There are already a lot of growing pains taking place in large metropolitan areas with traffic, with transportation, and just the overall efficiency. That is something that has to be looked at, both in terms of population and in terms of space, in terms of how many people living in a certain space. How do we handle the transportation? How do we handle schools, infrastructure? If you like this video, there are other videos on my channel. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe.